What are you doing?
I was trying to play along with the song.
Oh, okay.
Welcome everybody to another edition of the Exes podcast. I'm Scott.
I'm Therese.
And we are the Exes. And once again, for those of you who haven't been tuning in or don't know what we're all about, we are exes who decided to remain friends and think that it's probably a healthy practice for more people to try that instead of just throwing every part of a relationship away just because some parts are broken. You know what? There's far too many people in this world that I don't want to be friends with. The few people that do want to be friends with, I don't want to lose them. There's a lot of weird people out there, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Lynn's with us. Hey, Lynn.
Hi, Lynn.
Make sure you catch Lynn and I tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.
I think it's 7.
I think it's 7 o'clock. I get so confused. It's Lynn and Scott as we all see it tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Karen is with us, and she says she loves this. We didn't even do anything yet. She loves it already. That's good. Well, that's a show. If everybody's loving it.
I know. Okay, we're done. Let's go.
So we were chatting beforehand. I know there's a lot going on, but grandkids are doing good. Everybody's happy.
Grandkids are doing good. Everybody's happy.
Good. Halloween coming, and do they have their costumes?
Yes. Well, Quinn has her costume. Mackenzie's is still getting made.
What do you mean getting made?
Somebody's making it for Jessica. She couldn't find one.
Oh, okay. Lynn says she loves your hair.
Oh, thanks, Lynn. It's a little short, but it's getting there.
I think it looks great. I mean, I got a haircut too, but nobody gives a shit about that. Here's our favorite phrase.
Mom.
Hi, kids.
I like that one.
Quite honestly, sometimes Therese and I would just go down to visit my mom just to hear her say, hi, kids, because it made us feel young, as we hobbled down there with arthritis and everything else.
That's a very true story.
It's very true.
Mm-hmm.
But anything going on up there in New York? You've got to be starting to get colder up there now.
Well, today and tomorrow are pretty warm. It's supposed to be. It's hitting like 70. But it's been chilly. It was 39 the other morning. We've had some chilly days.
And since our show is all about Halloween, we may as well describe New York Halloween. It's always that last minute argument where you want your kids to put their winter coat on over their costume, which always sucked up there, didn't it?
Yeah, I used to layer under my costume and then freeze.
Yeah, which didn't make for putting on a puffy jacket under a sexy costume does not make sexy costumes. It just doesn't work. Oh yeah, me and my friends, we would rather freeze than not look cool, right?
Right.
But I you know what I was thinking the other day? I can't remember the last time I trick or treated. I mean, not like I'm going to be doing it recently. I mean, I'm in my 50s.
Recently.
But I don't remember the age when I stopped. Do you remember the age when you stopped? Or the last time you did it?
I remember, I think that we went maybe around like 6th grade.
Okay, what age is that? I'm terrible with ages. You can't say 6th grade.
I don't know. I don't know what 6th
grade is. That like?
11, 10, 11.
I don't know. Some of my friends were 16 in 6th grade. So my friends. Oh, okay. All right. So you weren't like 14 and 15 and 16 going out and trick or treating, right?
No.
It wasn't cool.
No. Parties. I mean, I was in 9th grade when I was 14, so I was going to parties.
Oh, okay. Tell us more.
And I think like 7th to 8th grade ish, I was just kind of staying home and passing out candy with my mom.
Okay. So there's this age where it's no longer cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get a little bit older, and then it becomes costume parties.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like there's an age, it's like you're a kid and it's like super cool. Then there's an age where it's not so cool. And then become an adult and it's like, hey, it's kind of cool to dress up and go to a party. Yeah. So it's all relative. And now I'm back at that other age where it's like I just got to sit there and throw candy at the kids and tell them to get off my lawn. Um, not what I do. Not what I do.
No.
No, I love Halloween. It's my favorite. It's my favoriteest. So, so we're going to talk about Halloween. And what do you have for us today?
I have some trivia, and then I have like some game-ish questions.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll start with a little bit of trivia, I think.
You want to start with the trivia?
Why not? Why
I might
not?
have glasses for this one.
Oh, here we go. Got the Wonder glasses on.
I gotta put the glasses on. All right, let's see. In what country did Halloween originate?
Transylvania. It has to be Transylvania. That's where all the Greeks and no. Honestly, let me think. Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving. United States. That's an easy one. Halloween, I would say Spain.
No. Any other guesses?
Well, let me go with a European country then, something like Yugoslavia or something.
Ireland.
That would have been my 1,000th guess.
It originated.
Mom says Mexico. No.
It originated from a Celtic festival celebrating the New Year on November 1st.
Everybody got drunk and dressed like potatoes.
The tradition was to light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off ghosts.
Wow. I did not, you know what? Never would have known that. That's actually good trivia. Right. That's a good dig. I like that. Ireland.
Okay.
Cool. What else we got to make us all look stupid?
What vegetables were used as jack-o'-lanterns before pumpkins? You might know this one.
Oh. Well, it's got to make sense. Is it like a squash or something like that? No?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, then I would say probably potatoes.
Potatoes are one. Turnips and potatoes.
Yes, because it came from Ireland and they had a lot of freaking potatoes and they'd carve little potato heads. That's where Mr. Potato Head came from. I guarantee that's where it came from. They carved some faces. They said, hey, we could just stick things on here.
They replaced them with pumpkins when Irish immigrants moved to America.
Oh, wow. So the pumpkin is actually an American addition to the tradition.
Well, probably. I don't know. Well, I mean, obviously they're bigger than turnips or potatoes, right?
Well, yeah. Yeah, pumpkins are much bigger. I mean, turnips and potatoes are, I mean, they're like this big. If you get a good one, it's like the size of a softball. You can't do a lot of carving on that.
No, I remember when we used to watch the Halloween wars where they did the carving.
Yeah.
They used the turnips for smaller things like rats and
That's right, they did.
Yeah.
They did. Now it makes sense. That's cool. Are you carving pumpkins this year with anybody?
No, I don't think so. The kids did theirs over the weekend. And I put stickers on mine. Mine is kind of like my centerpiece of my table. I got a white pumpkin this year. So
you put stickers on it?
Yeah, like a face though.
Yeah, no, I know. I get it. We get lazy though. It's like, okay, well, I can cut it up and have the guts all over the table, or I can put a sticker on it.
Well, I've had it for a while, so I didn't want it to rot on the table on me. And I'm thinking I can use it for, up until Thanksgiving if it lasts.
Oh, there you go.
If I don't carve it.
If you don't cut into them, they last a long time.
Yeah. I have to keep checking it though, because I have had them start to ooze out.
Oh, no. If they get soft and they kind of they'll explode kind of out the bottom or something. No, that's not a smell you want in your house.
I know.
That is not like the pumpkin candle you get down at the store. No. All right, give me another one.
One more because I cut off the last question. I don't have the answer.
Okay. We should ask it just in case. We would find. All right, go ahead. Good.
The Tootsie Roll has stood the test of time on Halloween. In what year was the Tootsie Roll created?
It's funny because Tootsie Roll made the list of the worst Halloween candies. And I did see that it was actually created in 18 something.
No.
No, that's what I meant. I meant 19 something.
Yes.
1943.
1907. Pretty
That
early.
I was so close that no, not even close.
It was the first individually wrapped penny candy.
Yes, and they still taste exactly the same. It's not a good chocolate taste. That's why I made the list of the worst Halloween candies,
Well,
because
because
it's not chocolate.
no, it's like a taffy type
Yeah.
thing. But it was named after his daughter Clara, whose nickname was Tootsie.
I was going to say, how do you get Tootsie from Claire?
Yeah.
So his daughter became a stripper. They named her Tootsie, and they made candy after her.
Oh Lord.
How do you give a kid a nickname like Tootsie?
I don't know.
Hey,
I
Tootsie.
mean, my daughter has a weird nickname, but it works.
It's not Tootsie. Oh, well, it is. Okay. Well, no.
Oh.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, let's not even bring it up. Yeah, I never thought about that.
Yeah, see?
Did you have a nickname? You were TT, right? No, you were T.
No, not really. Not when I was a kid. I didn't have a nickname as a kid. My brother, when I was older, my brother was calling me T, but
oh, okay. All right.
But that was only like a few years ago.
Yeah, I didn't have a name that gives, you can't shorten Scott.
No.
It's like I don't get nicknames. It was just always just Scott. I never got I wanted a cool nickname. I wanted to be called Flash or something.
Flash.
Or Rocky or something cool.
Oh,
all right. What was your last question that you don't have the answer to, just for the hell of it?
You think someone will have it?
We'll give it a shot. We got a few people listening.
All right. Let's see. Oh, hold on. I scrolled up too much. I can't read it now. How did I do that? Oh, here we go. In what city is it illegal to use silly string?
Wow. Where is this? Oh, the same place that the Burgermeister Burger outlawed all the toys.
That's a Christmas show.
Silly string is is that a Halloween thing? Silly string?
In what city and state is it illegal to have silly string on Halloween night?
A city and a state? So
yeah.
I don't know. I would imagine it's probably a smaller place like Rhode Island or something like that.
I don't know.
I don't know. If anybody has any idea where silly string is banned, please let us know. I mean, I'm not going to lose sleep over it, but it would be nice to know.
I know. If anyone can Google it, since I cut off the answer.
So I was saying that I wanted to have a list of, because I love movies and music, a list of the greatest Halloween movies of all time. But every time I pulled up a list, it was completely different from the other list. There was no like common thread. I went on Billboard. I went on Internet Movie Database. I went on even Glamour magazine had a greatest Halloween movies of all time, and they were all so completely different. I don't think there is a way to judge. And if you go to the most money making ones, it's only the newer ones.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Like Nightmare Before Christmas made a ton of money, but I think it's stupid.
I've never actually watched that one.
Neither have I. Neither have I. And The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, is always up in the top 10.
That's not a movie, though. That's just a half hour.
I know. Is it an hour or a half hour?
I think it's only a half an hour.
I don't know. We got an answer. Ridgewood, New Jersey.
Oh, Jersey.
It figures.
It
figures. I came from the town in New Jersey where you weren't allowed to trick or treat on Halloween.
Right. You have to do it on the weekend.
Yes. You have to do it on the weekend before or the weekend after, depending on whichever one's closer. And you do it on a Saturday afternoon from like 2 to 5.
I don't think that's a bad idea, honestly.
But is it? I mean, there's something about walking down the street in the dark. And
true.
And if families would walk with their kids, hello, that's the big thing. If you got young kids and families will walk with them, there's no danger then. You don't have to worry about different things. But there's something about it that you lose it when you. But we get to do it here. I'm looking forward to having all the kiddies and going out. Halloween candy, very expensive this year, too. Did you notice that?
I didn't think it was too bad.
It went up, though.
Yeah.
It went up. I mean, you're not getting big sales on it and stuff.
No, you're not getting big sales on it.
Not until the day after.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you think is the number one Halloween candy of all time?
The number one Halloween candy. I think peanut butter cups.
You are absolutely right.
Yeah.
Absolutely right. Peanut butter cups, number one all time, and I guess nobody could argue with that. No. Whether it's the big ones or the little ones. And it always sucked when you got home and they were all squished and melted. And you just, being kids, it's not like, well, let me put them in the fridge for a while and let them get, so I can. No, we would just open them and get chocolate all over everything and lick.
Of course. Part of the fun.
Yes. All right. Any idea of some other ones that might be in the top 10 that you believe?
Snickers.
Snickers is number 3.
Hey.
That's very good.
I know my chocolate.
You do know your chocolate. You do know your chocolate.
Hershey's has got to be there. Just
Hershey's bars are number 10. Okay. Anybody else would like to guess? I have actually got the top 20. If anybody wants to take a guess, these are the best selling and the most distributed candies of all time for Halloween. We got Mom saying Kit Kat bars, and Kit Kat is actually number 4.
Oh, nice. I've got to find number 2.
Yes, number 2.
I don't know.
And it's appropriate that it's number 2.
Appropriate that it's number 2. Tootsie Roll.
No.
Oh, sorry.
No, not Tootsie Roll. Not Tootsie Roll. Tootsie Rolls, it is one of the top sellers of all time, number 13. But it's also on the list as being the worst candy because it's just kind of, you eat 1 or 2 Tootsie Rolls, it's just like you realize it's not really anything. It doesn't taste like chocolate. It doesn't taste like taffy. It doesn't taste like anything. It's weird. It's very weird. All right. Any other guesses? I could just give you some ideas here. Number 20 is Skittles.
Yeah.
Skittles is number 20.
Skittles are not my favorite.
No. Let's see. Some other ones that are Junior Mints are on the list at number 17.
Ooh, I like those.
They got some classics like the $100,000 bar and the Payday bar.
Where's your 3 Musketeers, Paul?
Not on the top 20.
I
know. Oh, okay. We got another guess at Smarties. I am sorry, Smarties did not make the top 20, but they did.
Oh, thank goodness.
Make the number 2 spot on the worst Halloween candies to give out.
I hate Smarties.
Right after the Necco wafers.
Oh, I used to love those, though.
You used?
Yes.
That is such a grandma candy. It's such a grandma candy. It's the Necco wafers. I mean, you think, and every year I thought, oh, this is going to taste good, and it doesn't.
The pink ones do.
It's like flavored chalk. It's just such a nice texture to it.
It is a weird texture, but I used to like those.
Yeah, my mom loves the Necco wafers too. She absolutely loves those. All right, some other favorite candies of all time. Butterfingers, that's one of my favorites. 100 Grand, Mr. Goodbar, Nestle Crunch. Oh, the number 2 spot, by the way?
Yeah.
Twix.
Oh, Twix.
Appropriate that is number 2. Twix.
See that.
We got Reese's Pieces at number 9. And
okay.
that gained all the ground after E.T., the movie. Starburst, Heath Bars, M&M's. Let's not forget M&M's.
Oh, M&M's, yeah.
Baby Ruth, Twizzlers, and then Junior Mints, Gummies, Payday, and Skittles.
No Milky Way?
No Milky Way. Not in the top 20.
Oh, that's too bad.
Worst candies, number 1 and number 2. Necco wafers and Smarties. I mean, did you really want those Smarties when you got them?
No.
No, nobody did. That's why you're always trying to trade your brother. It's like, hey, I'll give you like 5 packs of Smarties for 1 Baby Ruth, man. Did you ever do
that? That never worked.
You ever do the trading with your friends?
Not with my friends. We did it at home.
Oh, you did it at home?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you ever have the parent who came in and says, wait, let me take a few of these?
Well, they just kind of walked by and took whatever they wanted. Anyway.
Yeah, that's kind of their right. They had parental rights to steal the candy.
Parental.
Other bad candies. Remember candy buttons?
Oh, yeah.
They used to give those. Half the time I ended up eating paper. I was never one to get the button off the paper without eating the paper.
They're like pure sugar. They're just like.
I know. Malted milk balls. Those are in the other list. Those are the good ones, but that's like in number 25 or 30, somewhere in that range, if I remember right.
The Whoppers.
Yeah, the Whoppers. I love the Whoppers.
I like the Whoppers.
Except when they go stale, they become something totally different.
they
almost become like chewing gum. It's such a strange. Yeah, it's weird. Not good. It's not good. Candy corn, that's bad.
No, candy corn is a tradition.
It's a tradition. It sucks.
It's a tradition.
Does anybody out there really like candy corn? I mean, it's just like it's like an oil-based product. I don't even know what the hell it is.
I buy candy corn every year. I have to.
Okay. Tootsie Pops. Tootsie Pops, good list. That's on the good list. Dum Dums on the bad list.
Yeah.
Dum Dums are for people who should have bought Tootsie Pops but couldn't afford them and bought the cheap-ass Dum Dums. Right?
I don't know. I don't get too excited about anything but chocolate, to be honest. So.
Tootsie Pops have chocolate in the middle.
Yeah, but it takes forever to get to it.
Actually, it's a Tootsie Roll in the middle, so it's not really chocolate, so it should suck. I just realized.
I did used to like Sugar Daddies and Sugar Babies, the caramel. You are frozen.
I remember those. I don't have this, but I remember those. But those are like the Mary Jane. Remember Mary?
Oh, God, those were awful. Well, I think we lost him for a minute. So let's see. I can read one of the questions. If you could get any costume you wanted this year for Halloween, no matter the cost or how complicated, what would you dress up as? So if anyone has an answer to that, you can put it on in the comments.
I'm back.
Hello.
I hit a bad button again.
Let's see how you are. Well, I asked a question, so we'll see if anybody answers.
My mother said pixie sticks.
Oh, I didn't like those.
That was just pure sugar there.
Yeah, they're nasty.
Absolute pure sugar.
And you know that's how the Halloween poisoning, the father that poisoned his own kid, that's what he used, was those giant pixie sticks. And then he poisoned like 3 other kids so that they wouldn't focus on him.
How did you work a murder mystery into our Halloween show?
Because it happened on
Halloween. I love it. It's great. What was the question you put out while I took a little vacation there for a few moments?
Oh, if you could get any costume you wanted this year for Halloween, no matter the cost or how complicated, what would you dress up as?
Oh, bless you, Coco. That was a dog sneeze in the background. Now it's a cough. Let's see. You know what? For me, I would love to do a really kick-ass Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, okay.
I would love to do a really good one, like a really dressed up, really good. Either that or Sgt. Pepper's from the Beatles.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were going to answer.
What do you think I would say?
Elvis.
Well, see, I'd have to shave. Every year I said about, you and I even talked about doing Elvis in Maryland. I would have to shave the beard, and I was not prepared to do that.
He'd never had a beard?
In a couple of movies he wore a beard, but then I wouldn't look like Elvis. because in the movies he dressed like a cowboy. So I'd be a cowboy with a beard. If I wanted to do the Elvis, I would do. By the way, I watched the Elvis movie.
You said
The
it's
Elvis
bad.
movie with Tom Hanks. Very bad movie. Don't watch it.
Very bad movie.
Yeah. Therese knows all the murder mysteries. What would be the costume? If you had no expense, you could be anything you want to be. What costume would you be?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I think probably Marilyn Monroe.
Doing Marilyn?
Yeah. Like the whole white dress, wig, red lipstick, the whole deal.
You have to bring the fan around so it'll keep blowing up. And
I think they have ones with wire in.
Oh, that looks like it's blowing up already?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. In my microphone, sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. No, that's good. If I could be anything. But, I was looking and let me see if there's any more bad candies we can mention before we kick this to the curb. Oh, those mellow cream pumpkins. Those
they're kind of like
pumpkins.
a candy corn.
They're like a candy corn.
Yeah. I bought those this year too.
It says hot tamales is one of the worst.
Oh, I don't like those.
No, I don't think many people do. Laffy Taffy banana flavor. That's the grossest thing. You like that?
Yes.
Oh my God, that is the grossest thing.
It's probably the only Laffy Taffy I'll eat is the banana.
Okay. Candy necklaces. Remember those?
Yeah, no, that's that.
Yeah. It's like let me put something around my sweaty neck and then go ahead and eat it after it's been doused in my own juices. All right. Let me see. Popcorn balls.
I mean,
nobody gives them out anymore. I don't.
No, I don't think they can do the homemade. I wouldn't want to eat homemade stuff.
No.
Anymore.
No, and ever since the whole, which I don't know if it ever actually happened that people put razor blades in apples and stuff like that. I don't think it actually ever happened. I think that was one of those urban myths, but nobody ever accepted an apple after that, like ever. I think people just stopped eating apples.
Threw them away when you got home. My mother used to throw them away. Yeah.
Yeah. If it wasn't packaged properly, do you remember that? It's like, okay, we have to inspect. And if it wasn't packaged properly, so if you're home, like throwing a bunch of candies into a little Ziploc baggie, it's going to get tossed away. Don't do that.
Okay. Don't do that.
Any kind of fruit. Bazooka gum. Nobody wants bazooka gum. I got to say this. Nobody wants bazooka gum.
No.
It tastes like shit, and it's not even real gum. It doesn't even blow bubbles the way it should. Nobody wants bazooka gum.
And nobody
reads those stupid comics that are in there. Sorry. It's like the fortune cookies. You get Chinese food, you don't even open the fortune cookies anymore. It's just like, it's not worth it.
I read my fortune.
Do you?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm not sure that I want to base my fate on some guy who's working in a Chinese fortune cookie factory.
I don't think I put much thought into it, but I do read it.
I like how they give you the lucky lottery numbers too, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is based on science, folks. Okay,
it could be.
Okay, the last two things, the worst things, and they don't do these anymore. But God, I don't even know why we had them in the first place. Wax lips.
They're good for like the first 2 seconds.
And then you're chewing on a freaking candle.
But they smell really good.
They what?
They smell really good.
They smell good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So does cologne. I ain't drinking it. Not anymore. And finally, pens and pencils and school supplies. I know some of you out there are teachers and you feel like you're being responsible, but the kids hate you. Don't give them pens and pencils.
They want candy.
Oh, God. Remember when I used to get certificates from McDonald's like Shamrock Shakes and things like that.
Oh, yeah. Free fries.
The free fries, stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. We don't want that either. If we had a car, we wouldn't be walking around begging for food. Okay. So don't do that shit. Okay. Well, that was pretty good. Now, I did come up with the top costumes for 2022, but the problem is there's nothing special here. You know, because this is based on the sales so far. They keep it
stop it, Coco.
They keep like a running total. And what do you think is the number one costume this year? It's not topical, it's a traditional costume, but it's number one this year.
Traditional one?
Yeah, it's a traditional costume.
I don't know. The Scream face.
No, a witch.
Oh,
I think the witch is almost always at the top every year. Because think about it.
Stop it.
Black robe, black hat, you're a witch. That's it. You know, and the Scream face, you got to put that on. You got to breathe like that plastic, you know, face dust stuff.
Face stuff.
Yeah, whatever it is. You got to breathe in your own face when you're wearing a mask like that. It's not good.
Well, people should be used to it now. They wore masks for a long time.
But yeah, I know.
I still have to wear it at work.
You still have to all day
at the office. Mm-hmm.
Now, when you girls when the doctors and nurses, when you're interacting and it's just you guys, do you wear them then, or is it just when the patients are in the building and you're around them, you have to wear it?
Well, yeah, and they've rerouted the route now back to the old checkout, so we do have like our nurses' desks and stuff behind glass that the patients don't go in that area anymore, so we can take them down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I was so sick of the masks. And I'm not like one of those anti-vaxxers. I'm not one of those people that, you know, conspiracy theory people, but I was damn sick of the mask. And I was like, listen, I've had COVID already. I'll have it again just so I don't have to wear the mask. I don't care. I just hate it, especially on an airplane where I have a hard enough time breathing on an airplane. And then when you had to put the mask on, it's like, you know, I felt like I was going to pass out a few times.
Yeah, we're tired. I wish they would go to, you know, situational, where if there's somebody coming in with respiratory symptoms, then yes, we obviously take, you know, use your own judgment and wear a mask, but it's not yet.
Well, just have two different entrances, one for people who are brave and one for fraidy cats. And when the fraidy cats come in, you put the mask on in that part of the building. But I'm not teasing people. There's still people that wear masks. I went out with my mom the other day. She says every once in a while when she goes to some places, she'll wear the mask. It's just, and I noticed when I was at Lowe's, there was like maybe 1 out of 10 people still wearing their masks when they go out in public.
Yeah, I still see some people out in public too. And that's, you know, that's their choice. That's their whatever.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. I mean, it's like for years I used to laugh at the people in China because so many people in China would walk around the cities and they'd wear these masks, and I'd laugh at them. I'd be like, what? Come on, you know, you got an immune system. Let it exercise a little bit, you know, let it do its job. But now I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's basically what the COVID is a SARS disease.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a variation.
Virus. Yeah.
But I think at this point now it's kind of like become, I don't think we'll ever be completely gone with it, but the lethality of it is completely changed.
Yeah.
I mean, are you seeing people hospitalized anymore at all?
No, not so much. I mean, some people with some other medical problems, yes, but not very much. Most people are calling from home, getting their antiviral, being sick, you know, being home for 3, 4, 5 days, and then feeling better.
Well, my dad and stepmother had it.
Stop it.
They had it a couple weeks ago, and they were they both tested positive for almost a full week. Mm-hmm. But they only felt bad for a few days. Then after that, it was just that tired kind of lethargic feeling. But they're full recovery now, so they're good. But thank God we're getting past that. But anyway, other masks and stuff. What we're going to see this year. So Witch is number 1. Spider-Man is number 2.
Oh.
Spider-Man's always popular with the kids. I think it's just a easy costume for the kids, and they like it. Number 3 is Dinosaur.
Oh, stop it, Coco. Sorry.
Those blow-up dinosaurs, when you put them on and they kind of walk around and they bob all over. Everybody loves those.
But they're so uncomfortable. How can they be comfortable?
There was... Coco really wants to be on the show.
I think she wants to go out, but that can't happen right now. Hold on. Let me pick her up. Hold on a second.
Yeah, pick her up. But no, the dinosaur costume. As a matter of fact, I was DJing at a function the other night, and we had some costumes there. And one of the costumes was the kid came as dressed as one of those dinosaurs. And it's just, they use a vacuum cleaner or something, and they reverse the flow, or a hair dryer, and they blow the air into this thing, and it becomes really big. So a 5.5 foot or 5'6" kid that which is 5.5 feet, 5.5 foot kid with this big thing on actually turns out to be then a 6'6" dinosaur. And this kid was bebopping around and dancing to the music and everything, and it was great. And his father was the gatekeeper for Jurassic Park. So the father was dressed in a T-shirt that said Jurassic Park, a pair of hiking shorts, and some boots. That was his outfit. And it was hot because it's down here in Florida. And I applauded the father. I says, you found a way that you could walk around. You can walk around in a T-shirt and shorts and have that be a costume while your kid is in a microwave. That is brilliant. I love that. It's got to get hot in those things. Your microphone is off.
Yeah, I would think.
There you go.
Sorry.
It's got to get hot in those things. Okay. Let me see. That was a commitment to wear that costume in Florida. Yeah, that's Kelly up in Jersey. Kelly, the kid came and he wore the costume the whole night.
Yeah,
the whole night, and it's like I couldn't believe it.
Maybe he had a little personal fan hooked up in there somehow.
I don't know, but they had to keep leading him places so he wouldn't walk into the pool. He couldn't see where he was going. Clown. My mom is guessing clown for the top costumes, and the clown is not in the top 25 this year.
How about Disney princesses?
No. Oh no, there's a fairies. Fairies are number 5.
And that's not a Disney princess.
Number 4, Stranger Things.
What would that be?
I have no idea. Have you ever watched it?
No.
Neither have I. I mean, I watched like the first 3 shows when it first came out, and I'm like, okay, well, this is kind of stupid. Which I got to be careful because everybody loves that dumb show.
I've never even seen it. I'm not like that.
I tried.
Me.
I tried. We got Survivor, people. We don't need that scary stuff. We get to watch The Human Condition, which is even scarier.
Yeah. Right.
All right, some other ones. So fairy and then a pirate is number 6. The Playboy Bunny still making its rounds as being one of the more popular costumes.
Really?
Yes. I assume that's mostly for women. But you don't want to make.
I would assume. And he must have hit his button again.
I'm switching to my mouse tomorrow because this one has that button on it that keeps disconnecting.
Oh my God. Stop moving the mouse.
I will. I've got to click because we got Hillary with us.
Hi, Hal.
Hillary. And Hillary, we're talking about Halloween costumes. Let us know. Hey, listen, we've got Hazel and Jake, my grandkids. And what are they going to be this year? What are they going to be? And are you going to dress up with them? We're talking about for Halloween, not just for everyday play stuff. Okay. Let's see. I'll leave it to my mom to mention the sexy nurse. Okay. That's sexy. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Clown was on the list at number 11. It was on the list.
See.
I apologize. And here you go, Therese. Hazel is Elsa. So.
Frozen.
And that's the Disney princess close to it. And Jake is a sheep, and I'm a farmer.
A farm. She said a farm.
I think she meant farmer.
Wow. We'll
How
have
can
to
you be a
have her clarify.
She could be a farm.
Yeah, you could be the barn thing. I doubt it, but
Adam has reindeer antlers so he can be Sven.
Oh, I think that's from Frozen, right?
That's from Frozen.
Yeah.
She meant farmer.
Oh, okay. You were right.
Okay, that's great. Other ones we've got cheerleader, still popular. It's still in the top 25. Cowboy, Harley Quinn, which that never goes away. Vampire is always a standard. Now here's one that we don't see. 1980s. Just dressing up as an 80s, what do you call it? Valley Girl kind of thing. Or
because they think that's, from the olden times now.
I find that quite offensive because we used to dress that way.
I know.
We used to listen to Let's Get Physical. You had the big hair.
Oh yeah.
And you had the jewelry. You had the whole thing going.
The big hair, the feathered. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sarah Fawcett look. Yeah.
That was Buzz Lightyear. Toy Story characters are number 24. Yes.
Number 24. How about Doctor?
Let's see.
It's an easy one.
No.
Oh, okay.
No Doctor. But the 1980s. Then we got the characters from Hocus Pocus are on the list this year.
Oh, it's because they have a new movie out.
They got a new movie coming out because it was bad enough that they made one movie. I can't say anything. I never saw it.
Oh, the girls used to love that movie.
I never saw it. It just looked too creepy. Bette Midler, just the whole look.
The whole look.
Frankenstein, not on the list. Werewolf, she just rattling off creatures. No werewolf on the list. All right, let me give you some more. Chucky is big back. He's back this year.
Chucky.
Yes. A doll of some kind, like Raggedy Ann or any kind of doll. Angel. Angel's always
just an angel.
Yeah, just any kind of angel. Dorothy from Wizard of Oz.
Dorothy.
Always a popular, not as popular as it used to be, but always popular, but not on the top 25 for sure. Batman. That's like now here's bear. Apparently like teddy bear or a bear is on the list this year. Zombies.
I hate zombies.
Yes, that's the homemade when you find like an old ripped shirt and you just splatter blood all over yourself. Hopefully not real blood unless you hang out with Theresa's friends who like to murder people and have podcasts about it. Ninjas is on the list. Ghosts are all the way at number 25.
Ghosts they're an easy one.
Yeah, nobody does ghosts anymore.
I have to say, I found a couple of Halloween pictures. So then I went looking for the girls' old Halloween pictures. And I brought a bunch over to show Quinn. She had a blast looking at them. From her mom to Auntie M to Auntie Tata. She must have spent like a half an hour. She'd rearrange them.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was fun. It was cute.
How many did you go back like a long? You have all those pictures, so you went back a long time.
Yeah. Well, it was what I could find like easily. But yeah, a couple of her mom when she was little. A couple of them, all of them little, and then Jessica dressed up like Dorothy about 4 different times.
I was just gonna say, I knew one of the kids really liked Dorothy, so it was constant.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't remember what I used to dress like. I know your brother and I used to go out and cause mayhem.
Of course.
I don't know what we dressed like at that time. And when I was younger, I don't remember any of my costumes.
You probably did a Kiss costume. Everyone did.
I probably did.
I think I did Matt's makeup for Kiss one year.
Mom says a bum. Well, no, that's just how I look today. That's just me begging for candy on the streets. That's just a little different. No, I don't remember any of them. I just don't. I remember like little moments of trick or treating, but I don't have. You know me, I don't have a great memory of with my past and everything. So I just, it's unfortunate. I don't have any stories to share, although I'm sure there were good ones. Some of them probably involve silly string, which was not illegal in New York, so screw them. I guess I was a vampire one time.
There you go.
I remember one time I was going to a Halloween dance and I couldn't think of anything, so I had somebody write all over my body, and I went as the Illustrated Man, which was like tattooed all over my body, and it was like, unfortunately, using these watercolor markers, but when you start running out, just grab whatever you got. So some of it was done with permanent marker. It took a while of scrubbing to get all of that off me. But yeah, that's it. I wanted to share another piece of trivia with people that they may not know. Halloween is the number one spending holiday after Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Christmas is the number one spending holiday.
Yeah.
The next one after that is Halloween.
Really?
You buy costumes, you buy decorations, and you buy candy.
Yeah, but Easter you buy gifts, you buy baskets, you
buy
dresses.
You buy baskets for 2 or 3 kids. You're buying candy for 400 kids.
Well, I'm not buying candy for 400.
First 10, come on up. The rest of you get the hell off my lawn. Hillary says, I believe it. But people do spend money on costumes. They rent costumes, and then they decorate their houses. Easter, you don't decorate the way you do for Halloween.
No.
I mean, think about some of the Halloween we've seen. I mean, and I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't know, has anybody decorated up there in your neck of the woods?
Well, yeah.
Any good ones? Any good
No.
Some people do like serious light shows and all that stuff.
Yeah, I haven't really come across any super good ones. A lot of those blow up things.
Yeah. That's kind of cheating.
Yeah.
It's not like real decorating.
It's not like real decorating.
Hillary says, I want all the candy. She's supposed to be the healthy one in the family. Come on,
I know, right?
You're supposed to be healthy. I'm trying to lose weight, and I'm thinking, I was like, I could give out all this. Luckily, I'm not a big chocolate guy, so as long as I'm not giving out 3 Musketeers, I'm pretty safe.
There you go. So don't buy any of those.
But I have to.
Why?
So that I'll have them. We have a house. We have a Halloween house trail here in Connecticut. Oh, so there's like a certain route that people walk. That's kind of cool.
Fun.
That's kind of cool.
Go ahead. Do you remember when we were in Baldwinsville and we found that one neighborhood where like everybody was like, all of their garages and everything were all decked out?
Yeah.
That was so cool that year.
It was a perfect neighborhood for trick-or-treating.
Mm-hmm.
Although there's more houses like in the neighborhood I'm in now, or where we were down here in Davie, there's more houses in a smaller area. But that was like all of them, the split level homes, very nice, but they were close enough together, but everybody participated in the neighborhood. It was the coolest thing. I think it was kind of unfortunately, it was not a really great night. It was I think it was a little bit rainy that night.
I think it was rain. I think it was drizzly on and off. Yeah.
Yeah, but boy, what a great neighborhood we found there. Remember we trick or treated in my dad's neighborhood?
Oh my gosh.
That was horrible because they all have these big, huge properties, and it's like it takes 10 minutes to walk from one house to the next. It's like you could spend 3 hours to get 5 pieces of candy. It sucked. Yeah.
And we found it by accident. We just kind of went.
We were leaving my dad's neighborhood looking for something better is what we were doing. It's like a list of all the houses that are really decorated. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can go around and check out all the houses. Yeah, that's, it's like Christmas. It's like you just get in the car and you drive around and you look. That's pretty much it. But anyway, wow. So we've pretty much covered our time here with our Halloween talk.
Their Halloween talk.
Yes. Any advice for people for Halloween?
Don't get killed.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
She's been right there. My advice, first of all, it doesn't hurt anything to sit outside and say hi to your neighbors and do all that stuff. So take a few moments, hand out some candy, have some. Yeah, back her right up, Hillary. Good advice. Don't get killed.
Thanks.
Do not get murdered on Halloween because nobody will notice. Nobody will notice. You can be a dead body in the street. Nobody will notice for days.
That's right. It would be very sad.
You'd be like, "Oh, what a costume! Look at him. He's got blood coming out. How cool!" Yes, the acting a little over the top. Okay, so calm down a little bit. My thing is, get outside, meet some people, walk with your kids, talk to your neighbors. I mean, that's the big thing that's missing these days. Back when I was a kid, every neighbor knew every neighbor. Everybody knew everybody. All the parents looked out for each other's kids in a certain way. Even you, Therese, you talk about when you were young. Oh, the lady who lived across the street and down the street, and this, and people knew everybody.
Oh yeah.
It's not that way anymore, and part of that is because we don't participate in these kind of things. So go outside and meet them, talk to them, say something nice, or if nothing else, have some fun and scare the hell out of everybody. Come running out of the house with a butcher knife, But no, just have fun and walk with your kids. If you got young kids, make sure you spend time with them and walk with them. Don't let them going out by themselves. And older kids, I appreciate if you put in the effort. I got no problem giving you candy. But if
put in some effort,
if you don't, if your costume is to put your hoodie up over your head and pull it tight, that is not a costume. That is an invitation for me to kick your ass off my lawn and call the police. So put in some effort. That's all I'm saying. And by the way, you people that have like 3-month-old babies in a carriage they've got their own little basket. I know you're not giving them that goddamn candy.
Oh, let them have the candy.
What? Because they drag a baby out? They probably rented the baby for the night so they can get candy.
Parents need candy too.
It's probably not even double check. It could be like a Chucky doll in there. It might not even be a real baby. Oh, that's my baby. Want some candy? Oh, that's me. I'm eating all of Jake's candy. Because Jake is now like just several months old. So, I mean, this is the perfect age for Hillary to go out and get her own bowl of candy.
See, there you go.
Because, you're not going to give your 6-month-old a Tootsie freaking roll.
Well, no.
Or Laffy Taffy or God
Well, I won't even give that to Mackenzie right now. No,
give him all the cocoa. Give the chocolate to your dog.
No.
It's bad for the dog. No. Well, how old's Mackenzie now? She's
18 months, but I don't know. I get nervous with those chewy candies.
No, you don't want to give them chewy candies. You don't want to give them anything that just doesn't dissolve quickly or that doesn't break up. Any of that stuff. Even like you got to be careful with candy corns and stuff like that, unless they're good at it. But
well, anyway. We were making little, like little special treat bags for the kids, and then for like their next door neighbor, the grandson that comes over. And that's what I was saying is, don't put this in Mackenzie's, don't put that in Mackenzie, because I don't want her to get it and then not be able to eat it. So we gave her an extra Kit Kat or two.
Well, I want to wish everybody who watches our show and who watches the rebroadcast of this, please have a safe and happy Halloween. We'll be back with our show on, since this is a special broadcast, we will be back on the 3rd. Does that sound good for you?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
So that's actually next, not this Thursday, it's the following Thursday. So we'll be back on the 3rd, Thursday night.
Wait, I think it is next Thursday, isn't it? Isn't this weekend Halloween?
No, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, today's Monday. Halloween's the next Monday.
Right.
So then it is next Thursday. This Thursday. Yes. This Thursday. That's what I'm saying. This Thursday coming up is the 27th.
Yeah.
It'll be the next Thursday.
Okay, got it.
Next.
I got it. It's on my calendar.
Mama's saying happy Halloween, everybody. We want to say happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to everybody, too. And to all the families out there, I hope you have a good time. And for all of you scammers and schemers who found a way to use little baby children to get candy for yourself, I hope you get nothing but popcorn balls and pencils and pens for school. The days just blend together. Yes, they do, Hillary. Yes, they do. So we'll catch you on the 3rd, Therese.
On the 3rd. Sounds good.
Oh, before we go.
Yes,
before we go, it looks like some stuff is about to happen with the Larry Vallow case, which I want to cover on the next show because I've been watching some podcasts and stuff.
Okay.
I'm trying to catch up.
Okay.
So it looks like there's some more charges coming or something. Did you see that?
No, I hope so, but I haven't heard yet.
So we'll talk.
I know his lawyer's being a little sketchy.
I'll tell you what, to follow Halloween on the 3rd, we're going to do an all-crime podcast.
Oh, good. So excited.
We're going to do an all-crime podcast. We're going to talk about the crimes that are out there, the crimes, the famous crimes, and more importantly, the ones that are just like have captured America. And oh my God, Hillary is so excited.
Yay.
See, that's the kind of thing that happens because Hillary used to be the kind of person like, I'm not really into all that stuff. Once you have a couple of kids, you start thinking about crime. I don't know how it happens.
You start thinking about crime.
She says, I can give you a list. I'll tell you what, Hillary, maybe we'll work it out where you could join us on the podcast. What would you say to that? You could be a special guest, but we would need Adam for you to help corral the kids. It's not as easy as corralling Coco. Yeah, I mean, we would have to have some help. But all right, Hillary says she's in.
Oh, good.
And Mom is all about it too. So next Thursday, this might start something all new for us with the Exes podcast. Because most of these murders happen with couples and exes. So
yes,
very, very many of them.
Very many of them.
I was actually very, very happy to escape with my life. All right. So we will catch you next show on, like I said, November 3rd with our Crime Talk Exes podcast.
Yay.
For now, I'm Scott.
I'm Therese.
We want to thank you guys for joining us. We'll catch you next time right here on the Exes.